If you can't even attract women in your own country, how is going overseas gonna magically fix that? Like, genuinely, how is that just gonna magically solve all of your problems with your dating life? And I don't get why this is such like a common solution for shorter men online, and all these like weird like internet forums or like weird YouTube videos will be like, oh, if you're short, just go to Southeast Asia or go to Colombia. Like, that's just gonna like fix all your problems. Like, if you're struggling to date here, why would it be any easier somewhere else? Like, you're still the same person. You're still talking to women. Like, if women don't find you attractive here, they're not going to find you attractive there. Oh, no, but the women, they're more feminine there. They're more feminine, they're grounded with more morals. You know, you're watching too much red pill content. You're watching too much red pill content. This is literally all propaganda to prey on your insecurities. So you buy some fucking course or some shitty ebook. Dude, I'll wipe my ass with that fucking ebook. Fucking email me the PDF and I'll wipe my ass with it. Because, like, if you're struggling to find feminine woman, it's literally a reflection of the kind of man you are. In fact, I can't even call you a man because in order to experience femininity from women, you have to be a masculine person. So if you're not even experiencing a woman, you know, being submissive around you, following your lead, you're not a masculine man. You are what you attract. If you aren't happy with your dating life, it's simply a reflection of the person you are. And this doesn't really just go for dating, this is just relationships with people in general. You tend to attract what you are. Like, your lifestyle will mirror the standards you hold yourself to, right? But a lot of men like to, you know, point the finger and blame everyone else but themselves for their problem. Oh, it's because I'm short. Bro, I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6", and dating is a walk in the park for me. It's a walk in the park for me. You know why? Because I decided, you know what? I'm not going to focus on the things that are outside of my control, right? I'm going to focus on what I can control. So, what's inside my control? My physique, my style, my grooming, my confidence, my social skills, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? Because if I do that, I'm doing everything I can in my power to be more attractive to women. And guess what? When you focus on being as well rounded as possible, you end up being far more attractive than all the other guys she's talking to, right? The competition is pretty low. If you're unaware, dating's a competition, right? You're competing against other guys because the girl you find, other dudes want her too, right? So it's a competition. But the competition's very low, right? It's like I said, I'm 5'6", and I can go on a date just about any night of the week. I can log onto a dating app with my height in my bio, and I'll get far more matches than I even know what to do with. And a lot of them will message me first too, right? They want to go out with me. And the reason a lot of you guys can't comprehend why I do so successful with dating as a shorter man is simply due to the fact that you guys are fucking fat. Like, you guys have dad bods. You got fucking beer guts. Fucking tits. Like, you guys DM me, you know, asking for looks maxing advice or to review your dating app profile, and I look at what you guys look like. I'm like, bro, like, the fuck's going on here? You look like shit. You look like shit. You're a grown ass man, out of shape, can't dress nice, hair looks messy. Of course, women don't find you attractive, right? You talk about all these, like, you know, beauty standards you want in women, and then you get pissed off that they reject you. It's like, bro, like, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. You don't even live up to the standard that you expect out of women. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know, if you could just put your ego to the side and say, you know what? I could do better. I could do better. You'd see how easy this stuff is. You'd see how easy this stuff is. But I get it. I get it. I've been in your shoes, bro. I've been in your shoes because for a while I used to be a degenerate. I used to be a pretty fucking degenerate person. You know, I didn't own an alarm clock. I'd wake up at like 10 a.m. and like watch porn first thing in the morning, roll back to sleep, scroll on my phone, eat like a bunch of sugary like cereal and donuts first thing in the morning, scroll all day, borderline failing my classes, unemployed, you know, unhygienic, 30 pounds overweight. I was a mess. I was a mess. And I was genuinely confused. I was genuinely confused why women didn't find me attractive. Like, I felt so entitled to attracting women. And I was so confused why they wouldn't bat an eye at me in public. Why they didn't want to, you know, give me the time of day when I would try and approach them. Or, you know, go on dating apps and get like barely any matches. And the matches I did get certainly weren't very attractive. Right? But once I actually like dropped my ego, looked at myself objectively in the mirror, I was able to see my flaws. I was able to see my flaws and realize, you know what? It's not women that are the problem. It's not my height that's the problem. It's literally the fact that I'm a fucking bum. I'm 30 pounds overweight. My hair's a mess. I'm unemployed. I live life with literally no purpose. I play Fortnite till 3 a.m. Like, of course women don't find me attractive. I'm a fucking loser. I'm a loser, right? So from there on, I drew the line in the sand. I said, you know what? Enough's enough. Can't do this anymore, right? Cleaned up my diet, cut out all the processed food, and stuck to eating single ingredient whole foods. You know, I started eating a lot of like steak, beef, fruits, rice, sweet potatoes, stuff like that, right? You know, single ingredient whole foods, none of the processed garbage. And, you know, I was going to the gym during all this time, believe it or not, during my, you know, degenerate days, my degen days. But I switched up my training style to more of like a bodybuilding kind of style of training, you know, focusing more on like the golden ratios, like the V taper muscles, so I could have more of like an aesthetic physique. And as I dropped the weight and trained more like a bodybuilder, you know, I looked unrecognizable. Like, I made a pretty crazy transformation for myself. Like, it got to the point where, you know, people I was friends with didn't even recognize me. Like, I kind of like went, I guess, like lone wolf, monk mode, whatever you want to call it, for like 3 or 4 months. And I just was like locked in, transformed. All my friends were like, yo, like, what's your workout routine? You're looking good, bro. Like, I look totally different. I went from looking like fat and bloated and homeless. Like, I literally looked homeless because my hair was all like scraggly and long and I was unhygienic, to literally looking like a male model. And if that pisses you off when I say that, I mean, dude, people all the time tell me I should model. I always get told I have good looks. So if that pisses you off, you're just not attractive. Like, I'm just telling you how it is. This is literally what people tell me, right? But not only was I getting, you know, complimented by all my friends and family, but like for the first time ever, like women were checking me out everywhere I went. Everywhere I went. Like, I would just go to the grocery store, girls were checking me out. Get a workout in, girls looking at me, girls staring at me, give me the double take. And then I remember I went to this is when it really hit me. I went to a Texas Rangers baseball game with my dad. And literally every girl there that was my age, whether she had a boyfriend or not, was looking at me. And they made it obvious too. Like, full body scan, hard eye contact, standing by my vicinity, everything, bro. And, you know, I was in denial about all this. I was in denial about all this because I'd watch all these like self-improvement, like YouTube videos talking about, oh, once you finally improve, once you look smacks, once you get in shape, this is what you're going to experience. It's going to be totally different. And I was like, you know, like, obviously they say that in the videos, but they just say that to hype you up. They just say that to hype you up. Like, I don't want to be too egotistical and think every single woman wants me, right? I'm not trying to be like a what am I trying to say? Self-indulged narcissist, right? So I decided to put it to the test. I decided to put it to a test. And this is when I made a Bumble account. And I told you earlier, remember, I literally would get like 3 matches the entire week. And it was like with the fat chicks or the trannies, right? I wasn't even matching with like attractive women. It was brutal, bro. But then when I made this account, I took a nice shirtless photo of me by the pool, right? I took a photo of me shirtless by the pool. And I made it my cover photo on Bumble. And literally, I'm not even exaggerating, bro. In the first 6 hours, I got 200 likes. 200 likes. My inbox was getting flooded with matches. Like more matches than I even know what to do with. It was like genuinely overwhelming. It was overwhelming. And these girls were attractive too. That's what really caught me off guard. I was like, holy shit, like this is actually real. This is actually real. Like women actually want me. They actually desire me. They're actually attractive to me. Like the way they were messaging me. The girls I was matching with, it was literally like the 7s, the 8s, girls I never thought I stood a chance with. And that's when it clicked to me, like, wow, like, if you could just lock in, you know, be good looking, dress nice, be well groomed, be in shape, it doesn't matter if you're short. It literally doesn't matter if you're short. Like, this makes up for your flaws. This makes up for your flaws. And guys love to point the finger and blame their height, but half the guys that blame their height are literally out of shape. They're not attractive. So it's like, of course dating's hard for you. Of course it's hard for you. You're ugly, right? Even if you magically woke up 6'4" tomorrow, you would still struggle. You would still struggle because you're unhygienic. You're socially awkward. You don't know how to conversate with girls. Your hair's a mess. You're not in shape. Like, sure, it might help you get noticed easier, but you're never going to get like a second date with her. Sure, you might get your first date. You might even get laid, but you'll never see her again. So like, what's the point? What's the point? Nothing. You know, if you're short and you work on yourself, you'll instantly stand out amongst the guys who are taller than you. She will pick you over the guys who are taller than you. If you get in shape, you dress nice, you be well groomed, you work on your looks, you work on your finances, you work on your social skills, and you become more confident. Because no other guy's like you. No other guy takes the time to self-improve. If you look around in public, most guys have poor body language. They walk around looking down on their phone, shoulders rolled forward. Most guys have dad bods. Most guys are unhygienic. Most guys can't talk to girls. Like, you are instantly a rare select individual. A rare select individual. When you go out on dates with girls, it's going to be like nothing you've ever experienced before. Nothing you've ever experienced before. In fact, when I go on dates, first of all, girls are excited to go out with me. A lot of times they message me first on dating apps. And they are excited to go out with me. They insist on doing something before I can even shoot my shot. All I have to do is give them my number, tell them, hey, we're going to go grab gelato. We'll have a good time. And they will drive an hour and a half to see me. And when they see me, the way they hug me so tightly. And then, you know, they're walking around. They're all close to me. They cross their legs with me under the table. The way they look at me, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's something every man deserves to feel or experience, right? And I want to make this clear. Like, again, these are attractive women. These girls are my type, right? And you can achieve this too. You can achieve this too. You just have to stop pointing the finger and accept, you know what? I'm not living up to my potential. I could work a little harder. It's not my height that's the problem, and it's not my country. And for those of you who are like, oh, but, you know, blah, 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 something about the feminine women in the foreign countries. Bro, you do realize these same women live in America. Like, there's plenty of Colombian chicks in America. There's plenty of Southeast Asian women in America. I pretty much only go out with Latinas. I live in Texas, bro. Colombian chicks are everywhere. They're everywhere, and they're awesome. They're here too, bro. You don't have to waste money traveling. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro. But anyways, man, what I kind of told you about in this video is what I like to call short guy game, where essentially you maximize every aspect of your life to make up for your one flaw. Because I will be real with you. Being short is a bit of a disadvantage. Women naturally do prefer a taller man. However, that doesn't mean it's over for you and that you're screwed and there's nothing you can do about it. All you have to do is work a little bit harder than everyone else. But it pays off because once you do, you instantly stand out amongst every other guy you're competing against, because most guys don't put the work on themselves. So simply as a short man, you stand out like a sore thumb. And she likes you more than all the other guys she's talking to. Because all the other guys, you know, maybe they're tall, maybe they're handsome, but they don't got their money right. They're not good at conversating. They're not very funny. They don't have a good personality, right? But you're the full package, right? It's all about being as well-rounded as possible, not just being good in one area. Like, you could have the physique, but that's not enough on its own. You could have the looks, but that's not enough on its own. In fact, when I first hopped on self-improvement and I was going out with these girls, you know, I struggled because I was only good looking. My social skills weren't there, so I couldn't, you know, get second dates with these girls. But as I started to work on myself, practice talking to girls, you know, practicing my social skills, it improved. It got better, right? Girls became more attracted to me. They had better times on dates with me, right? But it's not just about being good in one area. It's about maximizing everything that's in your control to make up for your height. And you'll see very quickly, once you do this, once you lock in for 90 days, that's all you need, 90 to 100 days, you can make a life-changing transformation. Your dating life will be like nothing you've ever experienced before. And all those self-limiting beliefs you've had around your height in the past, they'll be gone. They'll be gone. You won't even think about your height. You'll forget that you're short because it won't even cross your mind because you'll be so much more confident now. The way women will be looking at you in public. They'll even approach you too sometimes. The amount of matches you'll be getting on dating apps. When you go out with these girls, the way they're going to look at you, the way they're going to giggle and laugh at you, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. But you just have to put your ego to the side and you can experience all this. And if you'd like a taste of what that's like, if you'd like my personal one-on-one help, maximizing your self-image, you know, working on your confidence, working on your social skills, and packaging it all together on a dating app so you can effortlessly attract more women than you even know what to do with. Inbound. You don't even have to cold approach. They're just coming to you in your inbox on dating apps. You can book a one-on-one coaching call with me in the link in the description of this video. I help guys maximize their self-image, specifically shorter men, so they can have a better dating life and feel more confident and just dominate all areas of their life, right? So if that's something you want help with, man, top link in the description. You can book a free one-on-one coaching call with me. I want to make that clear because a lot of guys are concerned about it. The call is free, right? We'll see what you're doing, how your dating life's going, what you've been doing on self-improvement, and how we can make it more productive so you can get the results you're actually looking for. But if that's not something you're ready for, man, totally cool. Totally cool. Keep watching these videos. Keep watching these videos because a lot of you guys have been messaging me on Instagram saying like you're literally getting dates in the same week just from watching my YouTube videos and Instagram stories. So that already tells me there's more than enough value on these YouTube videos I post literally almost every single day, right? So if you aren't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I don't know what you're doing because literally guys are landing dates multiple times a week from watching these YouTube videos without even paying for my coaching or my course, right? So, like, subscribe. If you got any questions, if you need help with anything, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. But that's it for this video, boys. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.